Hello, greetings everyone and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be delving into how to design a 3-bedroom floor plan. But before then, let me let you guys know something. In this particular video, I actually made mention of our Telegram community a few times. The Telegram community is a free community where we share resources for free and also answer questions of students for free. So if you're going through this particular video and you actually encountered a challenge while trying to practice what was taught, then you can hit us on our Telegram community and then we'll guide you through for free and also help you to resolve it. All right. So let me let you guys enjoy the class. Learn well. Okay.
All right. Now, so good day, guys. So in today's course video, we are going to be discussing how to design a 2-bedroom. Let me make this clear. I will talk on 1 bedroom, of which I already did, right? Then I will talk on 3-bedroom bungalow. Then I will talk on 5-bedroom bungalow. You are going to take 2-bedroom bungalow and 4-bedroom bungalow as an assignment. So you're going to design it and then you're going to submit it. But that will be at the end of this designing of floor plan tutorial. So now that will be when we are done with the 5-bedroom bungalow design. All right, so let's go ahead. The next one is now, based on what I've said, the next one now is your 3-bedroom bungalow. All right, so now come on, let's go ahead. So we're going to go ahead and open our Revit. Good. So if yours is not open, you can go ahead and open yours. So the next thing I'm going to be doing here, I will just click new. I'll browse. And then backward, go to my default metric. And go open, and okay, perfection leads to practice, leads to perfection. All right, so might be saying that we are repeating. No, there's no repetition here. There are different approaches to these things. All right, there are different approaches to these things. The way you design a 1-bedroom is not the same way you are going to design a 3-bedroom in this case scenario. All right, not the same way. So now we are here. Let's save our work first. Okay, I just save the work under where? Let's save the work. Okay, yeah. So let's save the work under here, and let's see. Okay, 2-bedroom. Sorry, 3-bedroom, right? 3-bedroom bungalow, right? Okay, so we are good to go. Let's save it here. Now we've saved it. So the next thing we're going to be doing now, we're going to start the sketching. All right, so I sent you guys a guide, right? So that guide is already with me. All right, so I already know about the guide, so I expect you guys to go through it very well. All right, go through it until the guide become you. Like right now, the guide has become me. So I'll just go ahead and start designing right away. All right, but for you, if you've not yet become the guide, go through the guide and get it very clear before you come back and start taking every step I take right now. All right, so we are getting started right away. Good. So as I've said earlier, in the 1-bedroom bungalow design, they have different ways in which you can design. All right, you can actually start your design from let's use our annotator. We just use my annotate line to explain to you. You can start your design from the, let's say, directional, you can start your design from the approach view, or you start your design from the rear view. All right, or you can start your design from the left side view. You can see it here, left side view, or you start from the right side view. All right, so it depends on you, which of them are you in concordance with, and also which of them you easily go with. So I'm going to delete this and let's start design. So for me, I'm just used to designing from the approach view to the rear view. You can also get used to designing from the rear view to the upward view. There's no one way to design. All right, just to achieve the design you want to achieve, and also ensure that the design is actually technical. So right now we are going to be designing what? A 3-bedroom bungalow. So let's go ahead and let's see what's all about. Now the first element we're going to be selecting is the wall, right? So there's the wall. Click the wall, and then the next thing we are going to be doing is asking ourselves, for a 3-bedroom bungalow, what kind of wall are we going to be using? The wall we are going to be using for a 3-bedroom bungalow is your 6 inches wall. All right. So that's that, except basically the client's brief states otherwise. But if it doesn't, you have to go with 6 inches block. All right, because you are going with the least cost. You are going with the least cost. Remember, you are designing, so also you are putting the cost in mind, and you are visualizing every future occurrence that will come from your design. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start designing. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is to draw my sittings with the rectangular shape tool. All right, so I've already clicked my wall, right? So I'll draw my sittings, zoom in properly, and draw my sittings. So for this 3-bedroom bungalow, I'm going to be going with my sittings 5 meters by 5 meters. So I'm going to click this point and then edit by clicking the dimension, the temporary dimension that appeared. Then I'm going to click this point and then I will edit into in. Good. So I'm done. So I'm done drawing my living room now. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be drawing the ante room as usual. That's the way I design. All right, that's the way I design. All right, so now, but right now we might be changing the side of the ante room. Your ante room is compulsorily, it's not compulsory to have your ante room at the side, or you can have it at the front. All right, so you can have it at the front. All right, so now, okay, let's see how we can have the ante room at the front. But the thing I usually want to achieve, I want to achieve a cross ventilation in my living room. All right, I want to achieve what? A window here and a window here. So if I go ahead and put my ante room in this place, I might not have enough space to put the window, but let's see how we can play around it. Okay, so go to wall and let's put our ante room here. All right, this is design, is being done live. So we are designing. So I'm gonna go and put for my ante room, I will go with 3 meters by 3 meters. All right, so good, and that is that. So for my ante room, I'll go with 3 meters by 3 meters. So now let's see if this space will be enough for the window. Remember that you are designing, you are putting everything in your mind. I've said these things countless times. You are putting every single thing in your mind. All right, so now I'm going to be talking about designing. Now we've designed the living room, we've designed the ante room. Let's go ahead and let's design the visitors toilet. But right now, okay, can we achieve this here? Let's see how we can achieve the visitors toilet. All right, so now let's go ahead. Okay, so now I'm going to be drawing. You can see, let's see something. All right, before we start, let's see something. Okay, so let's go. I've already seen what I want to see. All right, so now trim and let's trim. All right, so I will just go ahead and put my visitors toilet in this place. All right, so I can put it here, and then I can trim, sorry, undo. We have to slit that place first. We slit this place to trim it properly. So I will trim, slit, then I will trim, and then click this wall, drag it into this wall. All right, so now you might be asking, what is the dimension for the visitors toilet? I've said it before, 1.2 meter by 2 meter list. All right, so we're having 2 meters here, right? List. Okay, so we are good to go. All right, so now we are now having the ante room, we are having the living room. Which space are we going to be considering next? Question. Which space are we going to be considering next? We are going to be considering the entering porch. All right, because if there's any changes in this ante room later onward, it will affect the entering porch. So I have to consider the entering porch right away. All right, so let's consider the entering porch. Okay, let's see how we can get this done quickly. Let's consider the entering porch. I want something very, very beautiful and unique. I want something very beautiful and unique. All right. Okay, so now let's do the entering porch. Hidden line. Can come to this point and drag to this point. Let's make it a one-sided. All right. So let's dimension it and let's see. Let's use our align tool and align it to the middle and let's get the actual dimension. So we have 1.85 here. Okay, so let's have 2 meters here. 2 meters is okay. So now it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and use in modify. I'll go my offset to go with 150, right? 150. Good. So I'm going to offset. Good. Escape. Enter to repeat previous command. Good. So I'm going to trim and extend. Good. So trim and trim. Now we now have what? The entrance porch. So basically from here you will notice that we'll have a column here and we'll have a column here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and indicate it for our own sake. So I'll go to region, escape, go to region back. So I'll go to region. Now I'm just going to I'm not going to place the column yet, but I'm going to indicate in my annotate that there's a column there. All right, a column here. All right, so also I'm going to indicate that there is a column here by tracking this line. All right, so I'm going to track this. So I've tracked it, so there's a column there. So I'll click good. So now I'm going to edit this, go back, edit, and then go with the solid fill and click OK. All right, so now we are done indicating that there's a column there, but there's something we still have to consider here. What's that? Let's check the length of this place. We have to ensure that it's 5 meters, so I can't go 5 meters, so I'm going to use a block work to actually 500 from this end, 500 from this end, and also 500 from this end. So I could reduce what? The spacing between the beam. So now I can now reduce this, right? So this is it here. So I'll just click this one here, click both, and then I will mirror them. So I will mirror to transfer it to this point, mirror. See it, right? So we are having this here, we are having this here, we are having the column here. All right, so now let's go ahead, let's get going. So we've actually brought out what? The what do you call it? The entering porch. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and increase this by 500. All right, I just want my design to be technical. I don't want any straight wall. Don't put too much recession. All right, it's very bad. You do it technically. Remember, it's technical, not too much recession. Too much recession is not actually a technical design. All right, what I mean by recession is this extrusion here. All right, so you want to increase that just a bit, just a bit. So now we've not actually specified the land area available to us for this design. So I will go with the most critical. Let's say we're given a 50 by 50. Let's check it to work here first before we start going with it. 10 or okay, and this here 11, 10. 50 by 50 is 15 meters. All right. Okay, let's say we are given 75 by 50. That's now we are going deep, we are getting critical, we are going critical, sorry. So now look at it. Let's say we are working with 75 by 50 feet. That's 50 feet in width and 75 feet in length. So I'm going to indicate that here with just a line. 75 feet should be around 75 feet should be around okay, let's say 17.75 feet should be around 15 meters for 50 feet, 25 meters, that's 8.5, that's 23.5 meters. All right, so I'm going to indicate it here. So I'll just indicate 23.5. Sorry, remember it's in millimeter. Enter. You see, try. So we still have a long way to go, but not too long. So I will just indicate for the other one 15 meters. So I will indicate for the other one 15 meters. All right. Good. So now we now have it here. So this will be our guide. Seeing it, we know that okay, we've not exceeded, but if we exceeded, we will have to come back. All right. So now shift it to this point. So good. Let's get going. Let's get going. We are going with the most critical, but most times it's hard for you to see a client that will have just 75 by 50. Most times you see 100 by 50, that's 100 by 50. All right, so now let's get going. We've drawn the entry porch, we've drawn the ante room, we've drawn the visitor's toilet, we've drawn the living room. Let's go ahead. From the living room, we're going to be dissecting into different area of the building. All right, so now from the living room, we go into the dining, right? So I'm going to go ahead and then I will bring out the dining from this direction. All right. So I'll bring out the dining from where? This direction. Good. Good. You see it, right? So my dining, I want to increase my dining to 35 because we're having space, just space. Okay, yeah, we're having it. So 35 we good, will be good. 35. All right. So from the dining, we can now access the kitchen. So for the kitchen, I can go with, let's go with this, like this. All right. So let's measure and let's see. Let's go with 4 meters for the kitchen. Good. And the same 3 meters. All right. So wow, 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 wow. We're already occupying so much space. Thank God we just have only few left to put. So now I'm just going to go ahead and then okay, let's use more of breadth a bit. So now I'm going to extend this to trim, and then I'm going to use 3 meters for this in width. Then I'm going to extend the kitchen. You see it, right? This is design and we are doing it live. All right, so now I'm going to extend the kitchen and then I'm going to put 4.5. all right. So in doing that, I'm okay. So the dining is 3.75. So I'm going to reduce it to 3 meters. All right. So 3 meters is still okay. Then for the kitchen porch, I can now come to this point and then include my kitchen porch. All right. So now we've successfully created 1, the entrance porch, 2, the ante room, 3, the visitor's toilet, 4, the what do they call it? 4, the living room, 5, the dining, 6, the kitchen, and 7, the porch. So what is remaining right now is what? It's remaining the rooms. So let's go ahead. Remember, you're putting everything into consideration. How I taught you in your 1 bedroom, in the same way you're going to approach this. But just that this one is having more rooms. All right. That means you might have more technical lobby, but not necessarily more. All right. Except you go into 5 bedroom, you now be seeing more technical lobby. All right, so now let's go ahead. So let's talk about the designing of the rooms. Now I want ventilation, I want lightning. All right, I want ventilation, I want lightning, I want technical access. All right, so in doing that, I will have to approach this technically, as I've always been saying. Technical approach is what you cannot do without when you are designing a plan. All right, so now let's approach this technically. We're having just little space, so we have to, first of all, let's indicate the distance from the fence so that we will not go and overdo. Let's see. Wow, let's make it 1.5. Okay, let's go with 2000. 1.5 is very small. Let's see this front, the measurement in the front, if a car can park. Okay, a car can park here, so we are good to go. All right, you're putting everything into consideration. So now you can see that here is now too big for me, so I have to reduce it because of the criticality of the land. All right, so I will now be using 4.5 for my living room. It's still okay. All right, it's still what? Okay, so I will reduce this to 3 meters. So I'm using the most critical. Sometimes you might have the luxury of space in your land. All right, but that doesn't mean you should overuse it because of cost. All right, so I'm going to use 3 meters too. Good. So now we have this here. So now let's see if we can achieve what we want to achieve in this particular space. So I'm going to be drawing from this point to this point and then cover at this point. All right, so I've defined the boundary already, so I can delete this. So let's bring out our rooms. Wonderful. I like this. Yeah, so how are we going to bring out at least 12 feet, that's 3.6 meter by 3.6 meter room from this particular place? How? Let's go. So I'm going to be drawing a straight line first. I'm going with the most critical land area given to you. So let's draw a straight line and let's see how it is. Let's bring out the lobby. 1.2. Good. Let's bring out this. Lobby is not possible here. Again. All right. So, but let's see. We're having 2.8. So it's not possible again. Let's go with straight line here. Okay. Let's trim. And then go with a straight line here. And let's insert 3.6 at least. All right, because the land is very critical, remember. So I will not go like this and then I'll go like this. All right, so let's see. Okay, that will not work. I will extend this. Let me align this so we can increase the space, and then let's see the distance from here to here is what. So I can see we can add, we can steal some space from this point. Hey, 2173, we cannot steal from there again. Let's see if we can steal from here. At least, oh, it's still at least 2 meters. Okay, we have to help ourselves out right now. So 3.6, right? So let's see how we can bring out 2 rooms from this place. All right. Okay. Let's take note, please. If the land is not going to be okay, please ensure that you tell your client that the land is not okay. Don't force yourself to do a job. All right. When the land was 50 by 50, I had to increase it to 75 by 50 because 50 by 50 for 3 bedroom is quite too small. All right. So now what I'm going to be doing here right now is showing that it's not going to be possible because the room will be so small. All right. So you can see just here like this. We don't have to up to 7.2. That's 3.6. Look at this point too. The same thing. So what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be, let's see the distance from here to here. A car can park at, okay, we have 5.5 meters, right? A car can also park at 4 meters. So let's see 1.5 from here. So I'm going to shift this upward by 1.5. So I'm going to move upward by, a car can still park in 3.5 meters, but let's not do too much. 1.5. Good. So I've moved this. So let's check and let's see. Measure 4 meters. Okay, so we are good to go. We are good to go. We still have this space. Let's even complete this the land. So we'll see what we really have as space. So we still have this space here. We still have this space here for the car to park, right? We still have this space here, so we can see still more. But let's see if we can do with this first. So let's offset, modify, offset, and then let's see 2000 where it gets us to, and then let's see if we can increase the wall. It does not work, then we can see still some space. All right. So the reason I said a car can park here is because I've already seen it. Dimension, just dimension. You see from here to here, it's almost 7 meters. And also enter to repeat previous command, measure again. You see we have 5 meters here. And also from here to here, enter to repeat previous command, measure. We have up to 9 point something meters here. So this area, you can use it to park 1 or 2 cars. So now we can see still more, but let's not do too much because of what? Cost. All right, it's not only about the space, but you're putting cost in mind as the design, as the architect. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's check if we are having a reasonable space before we go ahead. Okay, so let's try this first. If this can bring out our 2-bedroom, I believe it would. Well, a trial will tell. So good. Let's bring this out. Okay, let's see. 36. Let's see this point. 4 meters. Okay, but there's something awkward here which I don't like, and that is this particular space here. I don't like it actually. Personally, I don't like it. Why? Personal reasons. It does not just seem technical to me. That's the reason I don't like it. All right, so I'm going to do some changes in this place and make it a bit technical for my own view consumption. So now I'm going to delete this. Might not be able to make so much changes because we are having a little space. All right, so now we can just leave it like this, but I don't really like this. Let's see, what's this point? 1.3. Right. What I'm going to do here now, I don't want a straight line. Let's increase this place to 3800. Okay, let's increase to 4. Good. So now we are having this here right now. So now we can see that in the rooms we don't have some things yet in the rooms. That is our toilet. We don't have it yet. So we have to put the toilet. So for this, I have 0.6 here and I have 4 meters. Wow. Let's put the toilet inside. Let's see. Okay, let's see how we can achieve this. Now I'm going to change this lobby. All right, so I'm going to put a lobby here. I'm going to extend this and then extend this and then change the lobby for lightning to this place. All right, so I'll now have my 1.2 here. All right, because I want to shift this a bit. Let's see, we have 1.8. I want to shift it a bit to around 1200, and then I will now align this wall to this wall. Good. You can see that is design. So now for this, you might be saying it's now too small, so I will just make it 2 point, let's say 3 meters. But 3 meters is not now achievable again. All right, 3 meters is not achievable again. What do we do? Let's think. Okay, I've thought it through. So now come to this point and then do it like this, and then your work can be flexible. All right, as long as you know that what you're doing is technical and is kind of feasible to be executed, you can go ahead and do it. All right, so good. You see, just little changes and everything has been done already, so we are good to go. All right, so you can see that we've come up with a solution. What is the solution? You will see it now. Look at it here. I can now bring out, okay, So I can actually cover this up, align, all right. So I can delete this if it's not going, then trim and extend. So you can see it. Now for this particular room here, we can bring out the toilet in this place. Follow me closely, all right? Follow me closely. So for this room here, we can bring out the toilet, let it be inside the space because we are having more length now, right? We are having more length now, but the problem now will now be we won't be able to achieve a double window here. Let's see if we can achieve it in this direction. Okay, so it's cool in this direction. 2 meters. All right, so good. So let's go ahead and 1.200. Good. But there's something here, the space here for bed. Okay, it's called nope, it's not considerable. Let's do something else. We'll steal a little from here and still do it from here. Remember that we're having land space issue. I'm just doing this so that you see the critical aspect of it, not just me designing by not talking about the boundaries you might be having concerning the land area. All right. So now let's go ahead. Let's steal from here and steal from here to get it. So I can just move this, and then from here to here, I can be having from here to here, I can be having a dimension of around 600. Okay, then from here to here I can also be having a dimension of around 600. So good. So I stole from this place and this place to form the living, sorry, to form the toilet space for this one. So you can see that we are good to go. All right, so now the next one I'm going to be doing is we are going to be indicating the toilet space for this one. All right, so indicating that I can just still go to this point and then drag drop, then insert dimensions, ensure that it's 2 meters. All right, 2 meters, and then for this one I'll show that it's 1.2. all right, so now that is that. So I'm done placing the toilet. The reason that if you check most of my toilet spacing, they're actually sometimes very close. Reason being that you can't be placing a toilet at Namaturu. Okay, let me just understand. I don't know where is Namaturu. You can't be placing a toilet at north and you place it at south. It's very far. All right, so you place them close because of the plumbing. So basically there will be soakaway around the area. All right, there's still a space for soakaway. Let's check first. Let's check 2.2 meters. 2.2 meters. Okay, so this space can be used for a soakaway, but it will be well reinforced. So when a car park on it, there will not be collapse. All right, it will be well reinforced, well reinforced. All right, so you can see that the toilets are closed, so there will be no wastage of plumbing. The only plumbing that will come from this point, that will be a very long one, will be from this particular a chamber here down to the soakaway. All right, so now we are good to go after doing our analysis of the site. So here is our design. Now I'm going to go ahead and start indicating the place that we have our opening, that is just opening, no doors. All right, just openings, and that will be okay. Let me just go ahead now. Detail, good. Enter to repeat previous command. Okay, detail. This point is our beam, so I have to use that. So we trim, and then okay, so I'm going to create an opening here. So I'm going to split it first, split it, and then I will trim, and then I'll go with my detailing, right? So I will detail by indicating that there's a beam here. All right, so I will use my split tool again and just slit. You see it, right? Slit, and then I'll go my detail, right? Okay, let's save our project. Hey, we'll now save since. Let's save it. All right, so detail again. You see it, right? So now I've placed at every point where I will have my detailing, my that will detail showing the beam on the plan. All right, you can see the same thing here. These are beams because it's a porch. This one is an opening, so there will be beam here. This one is an opening, there will be beam here. Here is an opening, there will be beam here. This is a bungalow. All right. So now let's get going. So this is it. Basically, we now have a 3-bedroom bungalow. You might be asking, now we are having just straight line. How can we adjust this? To adjust this, we have to steal from different points. And me say I don't like the straight line, but we don't have space, so we just have to use the straight line. All right. I don't like it, but these points will bring out our roof. Okay, let's see how we can make some adjustments to bring out the straight line back. Sorry, to bring about some kind of little recession that will bring some kind of design to the roof. Let's just think about it. Let's think about it. Okay, so now let's check the dimension here. No, okay, annotate. Go to architecture. Okay, let's measure. Sorry, dimension here, and let's see. We have 4 meters here. Distance from here, we have 2200. Okay, so let's give some design to the roof. All right, let's give some design to the roof. Now, I want to ensure that the roof has a very nice design, right? So I'll come to this place and start to do some editing. All right, you editing, you get what you want. That's the goal. So cancel, do, yep. So you edit, then you get what you want. That is what the goal. So I'm going to move this. So I'll measure first before I do my moving. 1.7 meters. So I'm going to move this MV for move by 500 to make it 1.2. So let's measure again if it's in alignment. 1.2. Okay, so we are good to go. We're just creating some recession. All right, we are creating what? Some recession. So I'm going to split this. I'll split this point, shift this downwards, and then align this point to this point. You see it, right? That's that. Good. So we are creating some recession, remember? Okay, so for this, I'm going to measure this. I will measure. I'm having 4.8 here. So let's create a recession of around, let's leave it like this. We are good to go like this, but I don't like this straight line here. This straight line here, but we're already having some design to the roof already. From this particular region, we're already having some what? Design to the roof already. So kudos, we are good to go. All right. Okay, let me see. Is there any way we can do anything here? Is there any way? Is there any way? Is there any way? Okay, I think there's a way out. Let's steal from those points a bit, just a little. All right, because of the roof design. So let's steal a bit from this point. Just drag, extend, drag, extend. Check the dimension. Good. Let's say 300 at most. Good. See it, right? 300 at most. So we have 2000, right? So good. So we actually added to the room, and now we have a beautiful roof design. All right. So that is that. This is how you design a 3-bedroom bungalow. So it depends on your kind or your discretion what you define as beauty. All right. For me, this is technical. So you can go ahead and do and apply more technicality to your drawing. All right. Don't make it too complex, but also make it technical. Different thing, a drawing is technical and a drawing is complex. All right, thank you very much. Let's start talking about how we are going to be adding the doors, the windows, and other components, and also the text. All right. Okay, so let's start placing our doors. So I'm going to go to my door, load family. Okay, I can actually go with all these, but I want to place my entrance door. All right, so I'll load family into back, and then US metric, go to door, go to residential, and then I can still go with this door. All right, so this is the display that comes up, right? So I'm just going to go and just pick any one here. If I'm not okay with it, I'll just go ahead and edit it. All right, okay, I'm going anyone here, and then I will edit it duplicate my view, and then I will rename it. So I have 1200 mm by 2100 mm. All right, cool. So for the width we have 1200, then for the height we have 2100. Okay, so we are good to go. So I can place it in my entrance. So we can either use this point as the entrance or this point as the entrance. So I want the entrance to be visible, so I'll put it here. All right, so I'll put it here, align, shift it. So now we are good to go. So let's go with the door. We have 915.211, 915 times 2.134 millimeter door. Okay, so I'm going to click it and just go to, sorry, edit, and then I'm going to duplicate type and make it correct. Even if it's close, you have to attain accuracy. All right, so you see it, right? So now come to this point, 2100, then 900. All right, so click OK, and then we have it intact. So we can start putting the doors for the rooms, kitchen, and also any place that will require the 900 door, because 900 door is not, you can't put your toilet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting it. So I'm just hit the space key to change orientation, hit the space key to change orientation, and then this is my kitchen here, right? So I want a door coming from the lobby to the kitchen, right? So I also want a door coming from the kitchen to the dining, right? So good. Then I also want a door coming from the kitchen to the exit, that's the side porch. Good. So now we are good to go. Let's insert a door for this one too, the same. So you see it, right? We are good to go. So now let's go and let's edit this same type of door, duplicate, and then let's use 750 mm by 2100 mm. All right, so now 900, just edit the 900. So you have to put speed intact. You have to put speed in your mind. So we have from here, remember in this room that we used to access this toilet, then from this room we access this toilet, then from this room we access this toilet. All right, then from the ante room, we cannot access this visitors toilet. All right, so now we are cool, what's next? We forgot to put a door to this our lobby from the sitting room. So let's go ahead and use that same door we had. So 900 by 2.1, then put it here. All right, so you can see that everything is now intact concerning the door. So let's navigate through the building again, annotate with a dashed line. So we go from this point to this point, right? Then from this point into the living room, right? Then from living room you can access the dining, you can access the lobby, right? So now from the dining you can access the kitchen, right? Then from the kitchen you can access the side porch. From the kitchen you can also access the lobby, right? So this is it. So now from the lobby you can access every room. All right, you can access every room, you can access every room. All right, so this is it basically. Then from the room you can access the toilet. From the room you can access the toilet, right? Then from this room you can also access the toilet. So that is how you navigate through the building. So let's just undo to erase every single thing we've done, because the work has to be clean for you to understand why I actually did this navigation explanation. All right, so let's go ahead and erase everything. Erase, I'm just using undo to erase everything. All right, so there's no so redo to bring that door. There's no what do you call it? There's no abracadabra, but what do they call it? All right, so let's be serious. Let's go ahead. Okay, so let's start placing the windows. Good. Let's place windows. So now let's place our windows. So our load family, go back, and then go to my windows, and then I will use my normal windows I like. So I'll just go look for a window. If I don't have a window that I'm going to use, okay, let me use this one, 1050. So click OK. So basically, I like going with more of height than and less of width. All right, because of the beauty it brings to the structure. So now I have it here already. So I'm just going to place one here. I will place, okay, for this point, okay, let's see if we can achieve three here. Or three will be make the walls too busy. Let's go with 1 year and also 1 year. Remember, for your living room, you have to create space for the for your television and all that. So now I'm going to leave this space for television and anything on place in this point. So I'm going to place a window here too. So I've achieved 3 windows in this particular living room. So we can also achieve additional here. So from here you have a ventilation coming from the dining, from this window, into the living room. All right, so we are good to go. Then let's put window in this point into the ante room, and then we have window here. You see, right? So I come to my kitchen, I have window here. Then the window that will lighten up the lobby and the and also ventilate the lobby will come from this point. And then what next? We have a window here, a window here. So okay. So now by clicking, you might be asking, how did I do that? You can see this 2 arrow here. You can actually change the orientation of the view laterally using this arrow. So just click and then that's it. So now window, I'm going to place a window here, just because we have enough wall here does not mean we should place too much window because of cost. All right, so now this is this. So sometimes by specification you might be asked to design a 2 bedroom bungalow plus a master's bedroom. That's what most of them, that layman language, but normally you call it a primary bedroom. So anyone actually here can be a primary bedroom, but sometimes you have to add some features into the primary bedroom. Okay, so I not discuss it here properly, so I'm going to discuss it in the 5 bedroom design. All right, so now this is it. You place window in every part of the building except the toilet. So let's go ahead and place window in the toilet. Let's pick a window. Good. I'm going to go with this. Then just pick 600 by 750. Good. We're having everything intact. Everything is working fine. So I'm going to place a window here, right? I'll place a window here, right? I'll place a window here, then I'll place a window here. You see it, right? So everything is now intact. So the next thing we are going to be discussing is how we're going to place the component in each space of the building. All right, so now come on, let's go ahead. Okay, so now let's insert some component, right? So I'm going to go to component and then I'll load family. Then I'll go to where I have some few components I'm using. So good. So now I have some few components here. So I'm just going to select the few ones I'll be using. So I'll use my dining. I'll be using bed, and also I'll be using this chair. I'll be using WC. What else am I going to be using? I'm going to be using the cooker. All right. So I'm going to be using, where is the cooker? So I have a cooker here. I'm using the fridge. Good. And I'm going to be using what? Okay, so basically that's what I'm going to be using for this particular video. All right, so just open them, so you let it upgrade, because this some families are not created in your version, in your Revit version, while some are created higher than your created with the version higher than yours. All right, so let's go ahead and start placing our beds. So we already loaded them. So the first one that got activated was the bed, right? So everything already active, but the first one that we clicked is the bed. So I'm going to orient my bed in a way that I will have enough space in the room. All right. So I'm going to place my bed here. Then for this, there's space to do likewise. So for this, just use your space key to change the orientation. For this, I'm gonna, okay, for this, I'm going to do it like this. Oh no, too awkward. I'll do it like this. So place my bed here, right? So I'll come to now have the 3-bed place. So I can hit my escape key because I'm done with the bed. So I'll go to component again, and then I will locate other things that I brought in. I brought in the refrigerator for the kitchen. What else? I brought in the gas cooker, right? I brought in the dining. So let's insert the dining. So each of space key to rotate it, and then insert. All right. So later I'm going to teach you how you're going to get components. All right. I'll teach you how you can get components. All right. So now, so we'll place the dining, right? So let's go and let's place the sofa in the parlor. Sorry, in the sitting room, layman language parlor. All right, so sofa in the sitting room or your main lounge. So good. Now this is it. So I'm going to shift this forward a bit to just ensure that I have space for workability. Oh, sorry. We have to rotate it to face the direction because this is where we are putting our TV, right? So just go to my rotate and then rotate it by 90 degrees. Good. So we now have it here, right? So it's facing the direction we want. So I'm going to go ahead and put the table here. So I'm going to go to components, load family, and then I'll go back to library, my Revit library. That's the one that Revit gave us. So I'll go to US metric, then I'll go to furnitures, right? Then I'll go to tables. So I'm going to click my favorites. So you might choose another as your favorite, all right? Good. So I'm going to reduce the dimension of this 450. Let's make it 1.2. 1.2, right? Width of, okay, let's say 600. Okay, so good. So now this is it. All right. So now for the rooms, I can decide to start putting some chairs in the rooms. All right, and also a table. But let's put the table first. Put some chairs in the room. So let's put the table. Can this place contain a table? Can we put the table here? Okay. So we just rotate and let's see. Let's put the chair first here. Delete this table. Let's put the chair so I will know if the place can contain the table or not. So let's put the chairs in the rooms in case the occupants want to sit down. So we can put it here, right? So I can adjust this and put it a bit. Okay. So let's see if the table will fit in. If it doesn't, then we have to let go of the table. All right. So now look for the table. Okay. So I'm gonna put this table is even too big. Let's edit it. Duplicate. Okay. You can as well rename it, all right, but since it's not something too relevant, it's not going to appear in the detailing of the drawing. If a window now is going to appear and all that, but for this it's not going to appear too much, all right, except by instruction or by the brief. All right, so I'm going to go with 900 mm by, let's say, 400 mm. All right, so click OK and then let's do our editing. 900 by 400. All right, so cool. So I'm going to place this table here, and also I'll place this table here. All right, so now for this, it's not going to be having any table because there's no space for it. All right, so now let's go ahead to the kitchen. We've not placed anything in the kitchen, right? So I'll go to my component, save your drawing, go to component, and then go to the, okay, we have what here? We have cooker, right? So I'm going to place my cooker here and then go to component again. What do we have there again? We have fridge, right? Fridge. I'm going to place the fridge here, and also let me shoot the fridge a bit from the cooker. Good. So next thing I'm going to place in here is my sink. All right. So let me go ahead and load the family sink into the project. All right. So now click, go back, locate the plumbing folder, plumbing, and then architectural fixtures. Go to sink and click sink and open. All right. So now I'm just going to rotate and place the sink here. Right, likewise, before you place your sink, you can as well do um draw a wall here, just a very small wall. Okay, so you can put your sink, because normally you also have a covering where your water outlet will be placed. All right, so I'm just going to reduce the height of this. We've not actually dealt with the height or anything because we're not doing elevation, but let me just reduce the height now so we won't forget. All right, let's say three. Let's say the height of 750. All right, so good. So now we can now go ahead and start placing. Oh, this is too hidden. That's what I'm saying is the cooker is too hidden, so I'm going to shift it from this place. Still too hidden. I'm going to shift it and bring it outside. All right, so I'll bring it outside. Yeah, so now I'm going to delete this and then extend this into this place. Good. So now let me create a covering for edit this, duplicate, use your 50 mm generic wall, generic floor, sorry. So I'm going to edit this and use 50. All right, so the floor can be wooden, the floor can be any of the floors. All right, so we can use this floor or a tile floor, a terrazzo tile floor, or your marble tile floor. So I'm going to use this floor and just draw covering and then edit the height of the floor to be 800. Good. So we're having a covering there. So now I'm going to go ahead right now and place the sink, but you can see that we're not seeing the sink again, right? We're not seeing the sink there again. So I'm going to click this, edit, and let's check, create an opening first for the sink. Then when we are done creating the opening, just create an opening here, just click OK. When we are done, let's move the sink and let's see. Let's move the sink and let's see. Move, place. All right, so we are having the sink there already. So I'm going to edit this, then create, align the floor, align, okay, align, and then come to this point, align, align. Yep, so good, we have it intact. So now this is it basically for the kitchen. So what is left? I think we are done with everything except the toilet. So I'm going to go to my component. Remember, I already loaded the toilet AWC into this particular place. So we have the WC where, look at it, water closet. So I'm going to go and just start inserting them. You have it in your Revit, so I'm going to locate it for you too. I'll just show you how you can get it. So ensure that your WC is well placed. It's well placed, all right? It's what? Well placed. Good. We have our WC here. So now my brother might not be having the same family I have. If you want it, you can enter my DM. I'll send the families to you. All right. So now you can go the same way we did it in a 1 bedroom. Go to where you have a WC in your area family and locate it. All right. So right now, let's start adding tests, adding our room tag to the different spaces we have in this particular building. All right. So guys, I already talked to you guys how you can edit the wall, right? The floor. But if you not get it, if you want to edit the floor, double click the floor and then you can edit it. All right. So now that's that. So now let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's start putting our room test. All right. So go to your annotate and go to test. So for this, let's start from this point. We have the entering port, right? So click entry porch, right? So click shift and then I'm going to move this to this point. Remember, we have architectural design is all about beauty, right? So we have to ensure that our text too is beautiful. So I'm going to edit this. Okay, so I'm going to edit this directly. So we have this here. You can increase the color, you can change the color, you can change the line weight, you can edit the background opaque, but I'm going to leave mine like just like this. The reason for the line weight is because of the printing, so it will show, but this one actually show when you print your work. So remember that you are visualizing the end product of your design. That's the printing of your work and giving to your client, maybe physically. Also, you might not be having issue when you print on PDF, but when they go and print your work and expand it on an A3 sheet, it might have issues. All right, but that is not the problem. Just follow the same way I'm doing it. All right, you don't have any problem. So now let's go ahead. Let's change the text font. For the text font, I'll go Bodoni empty, and then for text size, I'll go 2. All right, so that's that. I'll click OK. So you can see that we have something nice there right now. So good. So I'll copy this, paste this, then rename it anti room. All right, anti room. Good. So I'll copy this likewise, paste it, and then we'll have our WC/shower SHO. You see it, right? As easy as that. As easy as that. You are making progress. Copy this and paste it in other place you'll be having it. You have to be fast. Your speed is very important. You can't be designing a plan for 2 weeks. That's a lighter note though. But your speed is very important. Alright, so go ahead. Sometimes it actually require you design for 3 weeks, but not for 3 bedroom. Not for 3 bedroom. All right, it depends on the size of the structure, it depends on the consideration, it depends on the brief. All right, so now, but not for 3 bedroom. 3 bedroom is too small. All right, so now let's copy these two. All right, so I'm going to copy this, and then I'll paste this one here to name this. We're having a bedroom ensuite. All right, so I'm going to copy this and paste it in other direction, other place, and then also I can choose one of them to become my master. So let me choose this to become my master bedroom. Sorry, layman call it master. So if you go to sites regularly, you get used to this master. So now the main name for it is called your primary bedroom. So I'll just go with primary bedroom. All right, primary. All right, so now this is for the owner of the house. By briefing, you will actually get the content that should be in the owner's house, because it's the one is the owner of the building. But for me, I like this, so I'm going to go with this. All right. Okay, so next room space you're going to be tagging is, copy this, is the kitchen. So I'll come to this point and just tag the kitchen, and then in place, copy this, come to the dining, name the dining. All right, the dining in place. Okay, are you getting me? It's as easy as this. Come to this point, place the main lounge, all right, and I'm seeing something here. I've not placed my TV console and my TV, so let's just quickly do that. Components, load family, and go back into furnitures. Just select these two and load it into your work. All right, so place your TV console here. Revit has outdated TV console, so you can download a new one. All right, so now your TV console, look for your plasma. Where is it? So plasma, what kind of inches? How many inches do I want? My plasma. Let me go with 1.2 meters. Something nice and sharp. Okay, so I'm going to use my space key. Just rotate it. Every component you can use your space key to change the orientation. All right, so I'm having the plasma here with the console. All right, so now what's next? We have to name our lobby. Very important. So I'll come to this point, copy, and then I will name the lobby. All right, So you can see how easy it is to design a floor plan. It's very, very easy. Good. So copy, and then I'll copy this, and then I'll paste it here, and then I will rotate it so it align with the orientation of the lobby. So you see it right? Good. Good. So now we have another space to name, which is the kitchen porch. So I'm just going to be simple with this, copy, paste, and just give it a very nice simple name, porch. All right, good. So yeah, we are good to go.